you know all the characteristics of entrepreneurs, like we discuss all those things, but again you should know that they're hard workers, sincere, highly optimistic, planning, organizing ability, innovations, right, risk taking abilities, maintaining the relations, and the topic which we discussed, the communication skills. So this is, these are the some characteristics of the entrepreneurs, and you should have. In case you're not having, you can develop these with the time, but of course these all things are required to become a good entrepreneur. So if we'll, go in detail of these same characteristics, you should be persistent, you should keep on working, you should have a risk-taking ability, you should be confident whatever you are doing. Once you've started your executing your idea or working on the problem, right? So you should be restless till you get the till you achieve what you want. You should have all the goals in your mind. So these all things will talk in detail in these coming sessions, but action oriented. Don't think, you should take action. At some point you have to take the actions. You should be responsible whatever you are doing. You should be answerable to that, to your team. Okay, this is what, I have taken the responsibility. If something goes wrong, I'll be responsible. So you should be responsible for the things. Self demanding is one of the important thing, because you should demand from yourself that today I will do this, these are my targets, and I'll finish these targets. You should be creative, because if you are creative, of course you will be innovative. Independent. So look, you, after taking or collecting the feedbacks, like market research. So independent means once you collect or gather all the data, so your decision should based on the facts from the data driven fact. It should not be the emotional kind of decision. Okay, nahin, this will work out. So normally people think nahin, ye maine socha hai, so it will work out. It never happens like this. You should thoroughly do your research and then you take the decisions. So independent decision means that once you have all the data at place, you can analyze the data, you can understand where the the flow is going on or what the market is demanding, and based on that you can take the decision. Of course, you should gather the or take the feedbacks from your team members also. You can involve them in the market research activities, right? So and you should ask questions from yourself also, right? If I do this, then what will happen? If I do this, then what will happen? So it's kind of FAQ type of things you can prepare for yourself, right? You should be enthusiastic in the sense you should be energetic, passionate, because a lot of people in the society will come and they will demoralize you. It will not work, it will not work. There are so many people, so many talented people in the society, but problem is not that. I also agree there are so many talented people in the society, but who is a go-getter, who can execute, who can take the risk? So it's not question of intelligence, it's a question of who can take the initiatives. So by your passion or by all these the skills you should have, you should able to decide what to do, what not to do. See, normally what happens, when you are leading or any company or any project, right? So you might have noticed most of people come, sir aap kya karna hai, sir ye ho gaya, aap kya karna hai? So that time you should be able to guide your team also, because everybody can't be leader, right? So leader will be one in a team or maximum two people. So uh, whenever there's a problem, you should be able to guide your team. You should be a decision maker, so that things should move in the right direction. So maybe in coming sessions we'll also talk about the plan A, plan B, plan C. If this plan doesn't work, how the plan B will work, or if plan B is not working, then plan C will work. So you should have all backup plans, to make your company successful. Now, so before previous in the previous slide, what we discussed is who is an entrepreneur. Now, if what is an entrepreneurship? So it is nothing. So we talk about entrepreneurship development program. So entrepreneurship is nothing. It is an art of starting a business by combining resources like land, labor, and capital. So what you are doing once you identified an any opportunity, right? So entrepreneurship is like, you're managing everything. You are managing finance, you are making policies, you are developing the culture, means building up your teams, you are supporting to all the team members, you means the human capital, right? And you are also aware about the market. So this is entrepreneurship in simple terms, as we discussed. If you can combine all the things and if you can give some innovative value to the customer or the consumer, so this is entrepreneurship. Any doubt on this? See, entrepreneur is a person, but entrepreneurship is a activity. So only entrepreneurs are entrepreneurs, those who, having all those skills which we discussed, they have ability to combine, to start any company or any startup. So this is the art actually. So you should know your people. You should know what is the strength of your team, who can do what is a market, why market will accept your this product or service, what policies you should frame. Again, I'm highlighting because from where you will manage the finance. So all those things, so it is a process, it is a cycle, right? So it is very important cycle. So entrepreneur is a person. Again, I'm highlighting entrepreneurship is a process. And who does this process is entrepreneur only. Nobody else can do it. Right? So any doubt on this? Any questions so far? Because there is I in my sessions, when I interacted with few students in the different institutes, so there was a lot of confusion between all those terminologies. So this is a part of market research only. So I'll just highlight what are the terminologies so that you should be very clear, and then we'll go into the advanced stage of the market research. So any doubts so far, or shall we proceed?
We can proceed.
Proceed, sir.
Okay, great. So entrepreneurship is very important process, right? Suppose today you get an idea, to start a company or a startup. Now you should work on all those things, from policy to from where to building up the team, arranging the finances, right? And that too with a with the optimistic approach. Then only your company will survive. And it is a very painful process actually. For a startup, at least it is a very painful process. So we'll discuss all those things, but trust me, friend, it is a art actually. It is a art. It's like, you are an actor and you are playing all the roles. You consider you as an actor, because entrepreneur is a real actor in the real life, in the real world, and he is combining all the resources and trying to get the profits, generating the employment, giving back something to society.